BrainJuice Media. Fuel your mind.
Learn to analyze and think critically. Have you ever felt like you're being bombarded with information every day and you're not sure what to believe? You're not alone. In a world full of fake news, misinformation, and manipulative tactics, it's more important than ever to know how to develop critical thinking skills. Today, I'm going to show you how to stop being fooled, recognize cognitive biases, and start thinking for yourself. Let's get into it. So, what exactly is critical thinking? Simply put, it's the ability to objectively analyze information, consider various perspectives, and make reasoned judgments. It's one of the most essential soft skills you can develop. Critical thinking is like having a mental toolkit that helps you navigate through the noise, recognize cognitive biases, and find the truth. Critical thinking involves several key steps: identifying the problem, gathering information, evaluating evidence, considering alternatives, and drawing conclusions. Let's break these down further so you can learn how to develop critical thinking in your daily life. The first step in critical thinking is identifying the problem or question at hand. What exactly are you trying to figure out? Are you trying to determine if a news article is accurate, or are you analyzing a political argument? Defining the problem helps you focus your thinking and prevents you from getting sidetracked by cognitive biases or emotional reactions. For example, if you see a headline that claims a miracle cure for a disease, your first question should be, is this claim credible? What evidence supports it? By clearly defining the problem, you lay the groundwork for effective critical thinking. Once you've identified the problem, the next step is to gather information. This means doing your homework, researching, reading multiple sources, and gathering data. But be careful. Not all sources are created equal. To develop critical thinking, you need to seek out credible, well-researched, and unbiased information. If something seems too good to be true, it probably is. Diversify your sources. Don't just rely on one website or news outlet. Look for peer-reviewed studies, reputable news organizations, and expert opinions. The more diverse your sources, the better your understanding will be. Section 4. Evaluating evidence. Now that you have your information, it's time to evaluate the evidence. Ask yourself, is this evidence reliable? Are the sources credible? Are there any cognitive biases at play? Being aware of cognitive biases, like confirmation bias or the availability heuristic, helps you avoid common thinking traps and enhances your critical thinking. For instance, if a study claims that eating a certain food can reduce the risk of disease, check who funded the study, the sample size, and the methodology. If the study was funded by a company that profits from that food, that's a red flag. Recognizing these potential biases is crucial to developing strong critical thinking skills. Section 5. Considering alternatives. Critical thinking also means considering alternatives. Don't just settle for the first answer you find. Ask yourself, are there other explanations? Could there be a different perspective? This is especially important when dealing with complex issues that don't have a clear-cut answer. This practice is an essential part of developing critical thinking and other related soft skills. For example, if someone claims that a certain policy is the only solution to a problem, ask yourself, are there other policies that could work? What are the pros and cons of each approach? Section 6. drawing conclusions. Finally, it's time to draw conclusions. Based on the evidence, what's the most reasonable explanation or answer? Remember, critical thinking doesn't always lead to a simple answer. Sometimes the conclusion is that more information is needed, or that the issue is more complex than it seems. Critical thinking is a process. It's about being open-minded, but also discerning. It's about being curious, but also cautious. And most importantly, it's about being informed and not just accepting things at face value. Conclusion. In a world where information is constantly being thrown at us, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. But by practicing critical thinking, you can take control of your mind and make informed decisions. So the next time you encounter a piece of information, don't just accept it. Analyze it, question it, and think critically. Developing these soft skills, including critical thinking and recognizing cognitive biases, will empower you to navigate today's complex world. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more content like this, and hit the bell icon to stay updated. See you in the next video.